Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today we're going to be talking about Vinco Ventures. This is also known as BBIG ticker. Now we did talk about BBIG before, but today hopefully we're going to go overview on towards the due diligence part, then technical analysis, institutional buyers, short interest and short volume, and what I think about this one. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one. So Vinco Ventures, my last video is in the description below. But today, let's start taking a look into some of the latest news. So this one here, this is just out today. Vinco Ventures and Zash Global Media and Entertainment, through their joint ventures, ZVV Media Partners, completes acquisition of Lomotive. So we talked about this one before, but basically some of the key highlights of this one is that Lomotive is one of the top short-form video platforms in the world, with hundreds of millions of installs around the world and tens of millions of monthly users, and over 31 million on-platform monthly active users. Lomo will be Lomotive's new name and will be rebranded and repositioned in a new North American marketing campaign. Third-party independent valuation shows the companies have a combined valuation of around $5 billion as of June 30th, according to recent private financing comparable valuation by Gemini Valuation Services. Paul Yang, the founder and the CEO of Lomotive, has entered into a 5-year employment agreement, as well as being the named chairman of the board of Lomotive. So there's also some recent highlights, but we're not going to take a look into this one today. Before that, on May 28th, 2021, they did give some updates relating to the two of them, but we already know that that agreement has gone through already and completed, so we don't need to take a look at that. But some of the company financial highlights include revenue increasing around 31.32% from a year-over-year basis relating towards the end of March 31st, 2021. And company entered into the agreement, as we mentioned a second ago. And there's also some revenue increases, although they have a net loss, which is around $3.27 per share. This is diluted around 328, and this net loss of around 327 per basic share is compared to a net gain year over year, so last year, around 0.166 per basic in terms of a net gain, and diluted around 0.13. So you get to see that right now they're making a loss. They used to make a profit. Things sometimes happen out of different cycles, so we're gonna cut them some slack in terms of this one. Now, from the kind of current news that they're getting, it's basically very much skewed towards NFTs, and this is back from May 19, 2021. And you see that they were trying to be relevant by, for instance here, announcing an exclusive NFT album by mega hit artist Tory Lanez. And you get to see other news relating towards NFTs right here, relating to $2 million pre-sale of the first of 3 exclusive immersive NFTs. And so you get to see where they're coming from in relations to making sure that they're still up to the hype. Before moving on, if you would like to see more contents like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave the notification button on. If you like this video so far, make sure to drop a like to this video, and you can join our Discord in the description below. Totally free, and we're not trying to upsell you on anything. Once you're on there, head to the trading floor. Now, today, or actually yesterday, on July 22nd, 2021, they consummated the closing of the two companies, and the company issued $120 million senior secured convertible notes at the purchase price of around $100 million, and the warrants to purchase shares of the companies at a common stock per value of 0.001 per share. And basically the note bears no interest absent an event of default and matures on July 22nd, 2022, so in a year. The note contains a voluntarily conversion mechanism whereby the note holders may convert at any time the initial convertibility date. So we're gonna go all the way further down. As you get to see here, the note also includes the right of the company to subject a certain equity condition redeemable note at 115%. And this one here is closing prior around July 27th, 2021 in relation to the transaction with Lomotive. And so what does that all mean? Well, let's take a look into just one view back. There's around 44,100,000 shares of common stock that were issued recently. The current market cap is sitting around $113 8.77 million. The entire shares outstanding is 42 million, which basically gives us an understanding that he at least doubled the amount of shares that they're offering. So their market cap has diluted significantly, and it doesn't actually reflect into this market cap because it's more of a quarterly basis. So the number of shares floating is currently higher than what's being reported on the market cap. So just keep that in mind. And so, yes, this might be actually a direct dilution thing, but there is also a lot of benefit with Lomotive being a multi-billion-dollar company, as we get to see. Their valuation that we took a look at earlier set that they're around $5 billion valuation as of June 30th. And for $100 million, that's really cheap when you think about it. So hopefully that valuation is accurate. We're not sure. You're really paying for that service, and the higher the valuation, the better when you're paying for it. So other news that was all the way back from around June, so we already covered that one, or actually this one is back from June 4th, and we covered that one in the last video. Now, in relations to institutional buyers, institutions remain bullish into this one, adding thousands of shares in July. In relations to the short volume, there's currently around 1 million short shares available, and the short volume appears to be a little bit closer to around the 26-27% currently, and previously it used to be around 35 to almost 40%. The current reported short flow is around 25.61, and it did see a drop today from around $4 to $3.22. So shorts activity are actually lower than usual today. And so this might actually give you, or actually not lower than usual today, I mean yesterday, but today, shorts activity is quite high a little, and also people who are selling. So let's take a look into technical analysis and try to understand a bit better what's going on. Now, from a technical analysis perspective on the 1 month, 1 day, what we get to see here is that the moving averages are a little bit showing that this one is bearish, as that the price point is below the 50 SMA at the 377 level. So that's something you need to be very careful of. In terms of the MACD, this is negative, and it seems that it is attempting more of a positive reversal, but it's really meeting it with a lot of resistance into that. Momentum shows that this is negative, around negative 0.47 momentum, and willing percent R shows that this one is oversold, meaning in terms of an equilibrium or reaching that, you would have more buyers coming in, and with more buyers coming in, usually the stock prices raises. And in terms of the stochastic fast and stochastic slow, both are suggesting that there might be a bit more of a move upwards, but currently it's meeting a lot of resistance that almost slams dunks it. As soon as it tries to go up, something just blocks it. Now, in terms of the moving average bands, this one is expected to trade on the top of 410, in the middle of 373, and in the bottom of 336. Today, it hit all levels. Now there's the Bollinger Bands, which kind of encompasses a little bit further from the moving average bands. And they're also momentum volume bands. So 442 on the top and 303 on the bottom. So technically or theoretically, that is your bottom around 303. In terms of Fibonacci retracements, and the reason why I like to use this one is because high frequency traders use it, so you might as well know where they are. The current support level on the Fibonacci retracements is 307. Below there, 111. 428 as a resistance, 526, 623, 763, and 940. In terms of the price line action, you're seeing a significant resistance closer to the 326. Above there, 373. Above there, 405. Above there, you're looking up to 436 and going up to around 501, and then 519 going towards 543, and then upwards to 594, and then it skyrockets to $9. In terms of supports, what you're seeing is a significant support level at the 316. Below there, 296. Below there, you're looking at 281, and then down to 251, and then down to 236, going to 218, and then down to 198, and then down to 158. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think about this one? Now, from my opinion, from all I see, is that they're really trying to ride this hype. But you gotta take a look into how many shares they're actually raising and diluting, because that could be a very dangerous level. But, however, they're really trying their best that whenever they're trying to raise any shares, they're really trying to pinpoint and say, hey, look at this, whatever, insert the time or kind of the stock thing that a lot of people are interested in retail. NFT, we have NFT. Ethereum, whatever, we have Ethereum. So that's really the feel of what I'm getting on from the press releases that they're putting out. Now, am I bullish about the Lomotive kind of platform, or the Lomo platform, and how it's going to affect North America. Well, currently for that market, they do compete with Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. So I'm not going to say that they don't have potential, because really TikTok wasn't much of a thing in North America 5 years ago. I don't even think there was something even around the world 5 years ago. And we had Vine. Vine showed up from nowhere. So this definitely has a chance. And if it does, it can bring a lot of money for this company. So it's almost like a bet that you're putting out, but it's definitely an interesting one. I'm very intrigued. What do you think about this sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.